The next assumption is you're in a relationship but keeping things under wraps. Society. Mate, I think we've messed up a little bit. Can we just retract that? Obviously, I don't want to offend anyone, but no tea, no shade. Have I got news for you? There is not going to be one single comment on this video saying how orange my hands are. Because this tan/sunburn, all real, my friends. It is a monumentous day for Fab Hand today. As you can probably see, I'm on holiday right now. It is actually the last day. I fly home tomorrow. I'm really sad about it. My bags are packed, but I didn't want to let you down. I'm gonna answer some questions that I usually avoid. Anyway, shut up, Han. Get on with it. I feel so self-conscious when someone walks past my room. I feel like they can hear me. Hi, babe. Subscribe. I asked you guys on Instagram for questions or assumptions about me. If you're not following me on Insta, go and follow me. I've posted a lot of holiday pictures and it means that you can take part in videos like this. I'm gonna jump straight in at the deep end. So many people have said, why did you and your boyfriend break up? For anyone that's new to my channel, we broke up literally last year in like September. I don't know why people still ask questions about it, to be honest. We broke up because we were long distance. There were a lot of different things in our relationship that just weren't working out. I'm very family focused. He was very career focused. And those two things, along with the distance, just weren't compatible, I guess. No tea, no shade. This next question is kind of related. Someone says, how comes you've changed so much in the last year? I think everyone saw how much I changed after that breakup, and I just feel like I can be much more myself now. So it was definitely a positive change, but I think I've really found my feet and I've really like gained a lot of confidence. Someone says, I assume you're absolutely smashing it right now. Thank you very much, Jasmine. But this is a topic that I want to talk about, and I knew I wanted to talk about in this video. Just so happens this question links up with it. To be honest with you, Jasmine, I don't know why it looks like I'm smashing it. Maybe it's because I'm posting more regularly, I'm posting on Instagram more, I'm more excited about my video ideas than I've been for a really long time. But I feel like, generally speaking of life, this is gonna be a little bit deep. I don't feel like I'm smashing it. I've been a little bit, how do I put this? Just like, I've been really down recently. Not all the time, I just have my off days, but when I have an off day, I can't do anything. I literally cannot focus on anything. I feel really unproductive. I convince myself that I'm not good enough, I don't work hard enough, I'm not pretty enough, I don't look like these Instagram models. So to hear that it looks like I'm smashing it, I feel kind of guilty about that because I don't feel like I'm smashing it all the time. Obviously I have good days too and I'm like, yes, come on Han, you can do this. But other times I feel very lonely. So I just wanted to be honest about that. But thank you for saying that I'm smashing it. I'm trying my best. On that note, Bethany says, how's your holiday going? I'm living for your photos. Thank you, Bethany. It's been nice and relaxing. We've sat on the beach most days, but we've also done really fun things. We went quad biking through the desert. We rode camels. We drove buggies through the desert. We went snorkeling, but I didn't actually go in the sea because I hate the sea and I can't swim. Katie says, what would you change about the online YouTube community currently? Do you know what? Don't get me wrong. I do enjoy a drama video. However, I think when one particular person is so slammed, I'm not talking about James Charles, by the way. I'm talking about like Alfie and Zoe. When people make video after video after video of these people, and ultimately, what have they done wrong? I think the fact that someone makes money for talking badly about nice people, what the hell? Society. Mate, I think we've messed up a little bit. Can we just retract that? Since when is being a nasty person? Because some of these drama channels are just nasty. I understand if it's just fact. However, when people start calling YouTubers names and they start to just make stuff up, in my opinion, that should not be your career. I don't understand how people feel satisfied about starting drama and being nasty online. It just does not make sense to me, so I'd change that. I'm here for telling the facts. I'm not here for trying to stir the pot. Someone asks, what are my holiday essentials? My number one this holiday has been an SPF lip balm. Oh my god, what an absolute middle-aged boring answer. Also a holiday essential is a pina colada, but that's the other end of the spectrum. The next assumption is you're in a relationship but keeping things under wraps. Lol. I am the most single I've been for a long time right now. Most of the time I'm really happy with that and I'm like, yeah, I'm just doing me. I'm gonna work hard this year. I'm gonna get my head down. Apart from when I have my occasional breakdown, I feel really motivated about my life. But I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I do think, I wish I had someone to go and do stuff with. All my friends have boyfriends. I am literally the only single friend in my friendship group. In the group chat, I am the single aunt that turns up drunk to the barbecue. That's me. So all my friends are off doing fun things with their boyfriends and I'm just kind of sat there like, gonna eat Tesco meal deals for the day. Generally speaking though, I'm happy. I'm not gonna rush anything at this moment in time. I'm not gonna go out searching for anything. I'm just going with the flow that is life, you know? Okay, this next one is interesting. Someone says, do you see yourself as more of an introvert or an extrovert, as I can see both in you? Literally, you've got me down to a T. Most of the time, I would say I'm an extrovert, especially when I go out to events, when I'm in social situations. I like to make other people feel comfortable to the point where I will put myself in a situation where I feel uncomfortable to make someone else feel better. The thought of someone else being in my company and feeling uncomfortable literally terrifies me. I like to make people feel at ease. I always think, people will remember how you make them feel, and I literally apply that to every situation in my life. However, like I said earlier, I have my days where I'm in the house, I don't want to do anything, I don't want to see anyone. I can literally be such a recluse sometimes. But most of the time, yeah, I would say I am quite an extrovert. Do you receive any negative attention through social media? Do you know what? I am really lucky in that unless one of my videos does like particularly well and it gets thrown out to loads of people, then the neggy vibes come in. But generally speaking, very positive vibes on my channel. If it's a weekly vlog or if it's a little haul, it's something personal about me, the comments are always lovely. On my Instagram, always lovely. I'm very, very lucky, but I definitely believe that the energy you put in is the energy you get out. I know there are websites online that are purely negative. I just haven't got time for them. I like to block out negativity. I can't even give it the time of day, to be honest with you. If I do ever see a negative comment about myself, I'm literally like, lol. Have a good day. Hope you're all right. I'm just gonna get on with my life now. But also thank you if you leave me positive comments, because honestly, the comments I get from you guys is literally what keeps me going. I always check the comments on my videos, love a little chat with you guys. So thank you if you're an active supporter. Some of these assumptions, lol, I can't read these. When they assume things that are actually true, but you just can't say it. Someone else says, are you dating anyone at the moment? You and Richard Jones would be so cute. If you guys don't know who Richard is, he's the magician that I filmed a video with a couple of weeks ago. Couple of weeks? Han, do you have any concept of time? That was literally months ago now. Me and Richard are not together. We are just friends. We have built a friendship since that video, which is really nice. I went to his tour. We've gone out for lunch and things, but we are purely just friends. Have you got any tan lines yet? Teehee, let me show you this monstrosity. Ignore my Winnie the Pooh pajamas, lol. That's not cute, Han. How do you avoid tan lines? They are so annoying, especially when they're unflattering ones. Like my bikinis have done me dirty this holiday. Chloe says, what hotel are you staying at? So I'm in Hurghada in Egypt and I'm staying at the Hotel Tropitel Sal Hashish. It's really nice, really lovely, food's really good, I'd recommend it. I'm literally so hungry, I'm waiting to go for dinner while everyone else gets ready. My stomach is rumbling. Kaylee says, what's your favourite alcoholic drink that's not a cocktail? I am such a Malibu lemonade kind of gal, or a little Echo Full summer berries. Two of the most basic drinks, but defo my faves. The next question is, how do you get over an almost relationship that ended before it could really begin? I think this is a very underrated topic to talk about. I honestly would consider this a breakup, because I think it hurts almost just as much, if not more, because you're thinking what could have been, what could have happened. I think the way to get over it is just to think everything happens for a reason, as cliche as it sounds. Obviously things just weren't meant to work out with that person, and that's fine. There really is plenty more fish in the sea. I believe that everyone has got their person out there, whether you find them later on in life, whether you find them earlier. I think you're really lucky if you find them at this age. It's very rare that life ever goes to plan. I think you just have to go with the flow. If things have ended before they've begun, try not to think about the what ifs, as hard as that might be. Just give yourself some space. Don't rush anything, don't dwell on anything either. Do you find it difficult to say what you want on camera because people may take it wrongly? I think I'm 100% myself in my videos, however, there's definitely another side to me, and when people like hang out with me, they're like, whoa, I did not expect this from you. I think I just say it how it is. If I think of something funny, unless it's really gonna offend someone, I'm gonna say it. However, I do find that in my videos, if I say those kind of jokes, or if I say something that I think is funny but someone else might not think is funny, I always cut it out. Obviously, I don't want to offend anyone, but It's hard to know where to draw the line of censoring yourself and still being yourself. I think I'm kind of figuring out that balance now though. As time goes on, I feel like my audience is growing up with me and people are kind of just the same as me. I always think that your vibe attracts your tribe, and if I'm easygoing, my viewers are going to be too. Are you happy that Essex accent is the best in the UK? Can you guys believe that? Hold your horses, because the Essex accent has actually been voted the best in the UK. Who's judging that though? I feel like someone from Essex has definitely picked the winner. Next assumption is you want to date a guy with tattoos. Obviously it was a guy with tattoos that asked me this question. Do you know what? I don't have much of a preference. I do like tattoos, especially a lot more than I used to. Now when I see someone with tattoos, I'm like, yeah, they've probably got a story. I'm not bothered though, as long as you're breathing and you like me back. What more can you ask for? Wow, this gal sets her standards high. And the final question is, you are the funniest of your friend group. I mean, babes, I'm out here trying to stay humble, but I crack myself up. I'm not trying to blow my own trumpet, but I do like to take on the role of like the funny one in any of my friendship groups that I have. All of my friends are stunning, so I've got to be the one that provides the banter. Everyone brings something to the table. She's got the best eyes, she's got the best hair, I've got the banter. That is literally my contribution to every single one of my friendships. So all of my friends also crack me up, but I do like to hope that I'm the driver of the banter train. But anyway, my little Pringles, that brings us to the end of this Q&A. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much if you sent a question in. I'm gonna go and have me Italian now and drink some of this Fanta, which is not Fanta, but it's absolutely amazing. Let me know in the comments down below, where is your favourite place you've ever been on holiday and why, if you've got the time to tell me why. If you ain't got the time, just tell me the place. I've noticed that a lot of you aren't subscribed watching these vids. What are you doing? Why do something half-heartedly? Subscribe, come back every Monday and Thursday, hop on board my banter train. Anyway, thanks for watching, have a lovely week, and I'll see you again soon with the vlog from this holiday. Woo woo, choo choo, bye.